What's up YouTube, it's Kevin Wolford123, making a video on a Nintendo DS conversion into a Game Boy Advance. The Fat DS is really cheap now anyway. I've got a few spares. I'm building one up to make it as new, and then I'm making a Game Boy Advance. Excuse the phone beeping. So this is working, this one. I've just taken, this is just an example of the case apart. But as you can see, this is a standard DS bottom half, and you have your hinges and then your ribbon cable hole, and that's about it really. So to convert it to a Game Boy Advance is a bit of a pain. I see a guy's made a video, but he's from, I think he's like Dutch, I'm not too sure, sorry if I'm offending anyone or him, but he's made one already, and I thought I'd have a go myself. So first thing you got to do is all the wiring to the top screen has to be removed. With the top screen, you just take the ribbon out of the top screen and you keep the ribbon for the backlight. So it means you've got to destroy the screen. So you take the screen apart, you take the backlight section, which is not a printed circuit board, like a flexible circuit board. I don't know what it's called. Like the ribbon cables are. It's like that long with 3 LEDs on it. And it wires to another block that goes in the top, if you can imagine the screens here, in the speaker cowling. So you take that off. That allows power to go to the top. So as long as that's taking a drain, it'll always work. If you just remove the screen totally, the bottom screen won't work. It'll just flash on and go off. So yeah, took that out, took the cabling out, got it all together, wrapped it up. So obviously now you've got the speakers that are in the top. You need to convert them to the bottom. So this is what I've done so far. The back of this is just getting. I've just put some primer on it. I've just had to add some more filler to this. Now the problem you've got is when you actually build this, the top hinges here and here, when you remove them, they take a lot of stability away from the top of the screen. So you've got to build it up to make sure it doesn't, split and break or flex easily, which is quite tedious. I've just dremeled it flat. I've dremeled it at an angle, so it's actually smooth, and then it goes up, along, smooth down. Can't really tell. You can tell at an angle there. It just sticks out a little bit. That's to keep a lot of the stability in the top of the screen, because I think the guy who did it, he smoothed it round. Problem is the cases are so thin. If you do smooth it round, it's very easy to crack. So what I've done is smoothed it flat, taken the top screen, I think they're called bevel, the surround, which is going to cover this screen here. So I've just got to sand these back a little bit on the edges, just about 1/2 mil, just so you don't see it when the screen's on. Filled the gap across here, filled the edges here. I plastic welded it underneath to make it a bit more sturdy, and then added some flexible filler across the top, and then sanded that, and then a bit more filler just to smooth it out. Filled in the 2 buttons that won't be used, so they're flat now. Filled in the mic. It's not focusing, not that you can see much anyway. Yeah, filled in the mic, filled in the buttons, and everything else is ready to go. So once the back's painted, sand it down. I'm going to use bumper paint, so it's got a texture to it. So when you're holding it, it's got a bit of a grip to it. And on the front, I'm not too sure what colour to go with. I was thinking white, and then I thought maybe go for like a nice metallic blue, and maybe some stencils. Some like decals. Like I thought about having Link here because these are covered, so you'll see his face and his arm and his sword going up here and his legs coming down. And then I thought maybe go for sort of like a graffiti style, graffiti tagged, and then like have a boombox, because this is where the speaker's going to go. I've taken this section out so the speaker fits in here. Maybe like a boombox here. That's one of the speakers of the boombox, the sound coming out. I'm not going to use 2 speakers. There's no point. So the wiring that goes to the top screen is now wired to nothing. The wiring for the speakers is just snipped. As the speakers aren't being used, both speakers, so the ones that go to the right hand side are now going to be soldered to the wires, popped in the back of here, and then that will be your sound. So I just the design he did is 3 down dots, 2 3 down, 3 across for audio. But I thought I don't want to be exactly the same, so I thought I'll do the 2 dots and then do a diagonal line. It's quite, it's all right, So yeah, that's it so far. Sanding next, and then that's it. I've just got to paint it. So really, I think I might go with the metallic blue. and once that's all laid down and cured and buffed out for a week, I'm going to then put a bit of put the decals on, probably clear coat that, let that dry, and then properly buff it up shiny, and then just pop all the guts back in and done. I'm making it, I guess, for eBay. I'm not really making it for myself because I've got a lot of Game Boy Advances at the moment. I've got the standard Advance. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 SPs and 3 Game Boy Colors, which I'm modding with front lights for eBay as well. So this will probably end up on eBay. I don't know if it will sell. People might not be interested. I'll start it at 99p, but it was something for me to do because I'm bored. So it'll be, it's good for someone, especially with the big hands. I've got a Game Boy Micro as well, and they're really small and really hurt your hands, and the SPs are quite awkward to play. So with this, it's it's a decent size. So you're getting a decent screen size and a decent size device. So anyway, it'll be on eBay. I'll probably put a link up anyway. We'll see what it goes for, but keep tuning into the channel, and you'll see an update of how it's getting on. So it should be ready, guessing after the paint's cured and stuff like that, about a week and a half. So come back in about a week and a half and see how it's going on. Alright, catch you later, guys.